everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, guys. Hello, 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 hello. How we doing? Got to plug my regular microphone back in. Oh my god, that was really loud. Fucking Jesus Christ. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, don't worry, I'll change the chat over, okay, guys? Don't panic. Don't panic now, don't panic. How does it feel? Treat me like you do. Okay, let me fix chat and then we're ready to go. Kamaki, thank you very much for the super. Thank you so much. Bada bing, bada bing, bada ba, bada ba, bada ba. How do you not get tired of it? Well, I am very blessed and fortunate that this is my full-time job. So, while, yes, you know, my voice is a little tired now, especially after singing Staying Alive, I'm very, very fortunate to do this in place of anything else. So, you know, I'm fortunate to be able to do this kind of thing. Yes, you guys are fixed. You guys are fixed. Come on in, everybody. Thank you for joining me for the karaoke. I had a lovely, lovely time. Yes, thank you guys. Bababoo, thank you for the super. That was totally tubular. I'm really, really glad that you like the songs there. No more pants. I'm really glad you guys like the songs. I picked a lot of classics, a lot of old ones. I was particularly excited about Staying Alive. That was really, really fun. I remember hearing that and being like, I wonder if I could hit the head voice and do that. And then I actually could, and I was like, oh shit, that's actually really fun. Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. That's not, you know, that was fun. That was surprisingly I was able to do that, so that was fun. How come I thank you for the super? I'm glad I could help you relax and get immersed and have a lot of fun. Please sing again sometime. I will. I love to sing. Sai, thank you for the super. Happy birthday tomorrow. Turning 26. I want to thank you for motivating me these past 4 years. Happy karaoke to Chief Solomon. Salute and honor to the man. Yeah, big honor to Sepico. He served very, very well. And he even got up on stage. He even got up on stage and did a bit of singing near the end. So isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Misty, thank you for the super. Beautiful set list. How does it feel to be related? How does it feel to be related to Hatsune Miku? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very lively, thank you very much for the super. Don't you forget about me as one of your favorite songs. It makes me very, very happy. Well, I'm glad I could have sung one of your favorite songs for you. Just got to remember to unarchive that. Unarchived karaoke. And away it goes. But why vertical again? I believe it is to do with replying to a super chat. If you reply to a super, then your message will be vertical, I think. But normal messages are not vertical. So please use normal messages unless you want to put me in a pair of pants. Otherwise, you'll just make an emoji of me staring at a pair of pants and pogging. Ugh. Bleh. I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely knackered after that. Good lord. I think it's just been a long week. It's been a long week. I've been very busy on stream and off of it. So I'm going to tell you guys now, there's not going to be a schedule next week. Next week I have some business to attend to. I have some work to do away from home for something that's much, much later down the line. So it's not as though I'm going to come back and be like, surprise. But basically, we're going to be on a bit of a guerrilla schedule for next week. I'm going to be doing, I'm going to have my laptop, and if I can squeeze a stream in here and there, I will definitely try to. What I'm going to try and do is do, some Zatsu streams on my laptop. Maybe some games, but of course my laptop is getting very old now. My laptop is I would say on its last legs. So I need to be very careful with it and make sure that it doesn't explode. But that's what will be happening next week. I'm not sure what exactly I will be doing on those streams, but we will see. We will see. Yes, I still have the same laptop that I got back in the middle of 2022. So it's almost 4 years old now, which for that kind of tech is very, very old. Like, it has really been rusting up recently. It's been getting very slow. Resident Evil 9. I would love to play Resident Evil 9, but that laptop, I think, will pull out a gun and shoot itself if I ask it to play Resident Evil 9. Safe travels. Yeah, hopefully. But that is the last time, I believe. After next week, I think I'll still be busy, but there'll be, I would say, after that I'm not going to have to leave stream for a significant length of time, at least for another few months. So we're going to get at least a few months of like really solid, of really, really solid streams and not a lot of downtime, which is going to be great. Especially because Leagues is happening exactly a month from today, and I'm very, very excited. It's also the Oscars tonight. That's so exciting, isn't it? It's going to be the Oscars tonight. I wonder who's going to win. My chips are all down for one battle after another, which is going to be good. So I'm going to try my very best to do the what am I talking about? All the sense, I'm getting so tired. My head is all like I'm gonna go and see it. My chips are down on one battle after another. I hope that wins a lot. At the very least, I want to see Slark. At the very least, what I want to see is best direction for Paul Thomas Anderson, or at least something regarding maybe cinematography, but I think it deserves a lot. I think script and the performances really do deserve their flowers there. So yeah, I was very much a big fan of that film. La 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 la. But yeah, until there's another GTA, it's unlikely we're going to do much with Solomon Sepico now. I think that karaoke was a nice little way of kind of giving a bit more flesh to his character and his life, and got real sad at the end, but it gave us a nice opportunity to say goodbye. But I feel like next time there's a GTA, he's probably going to come back as like a like Tiger was the police chief. I feel like maybe if the new chief needs help, I'll probably... The chat is kind of hard to read, isn't it? I mean, like... Maybe, yeah, that's a lot better. I'll probably be like I like the idea of him appearing on Zoom and doing Boomerang and being like, hello guys, welcome to the morning meeting. Today... Yeah, exactly. Interim chief. Clover, thank you for the Aku Super. So glad I got to hear more stories about Sepico. I'm really, really glad you enjoyed the karaoke. I had a really, really good time. I'm so glad I got to perform for you guys again. I love to sing, and it's kind of like, you know something that's been amazing for me. First of all, let me remember to give you a kiss. Thank you so much. The thing that's been amazing for me, I think, with my journey as a singer is like, I think spending so much time around people who are like genius, brilliant, gifted singers who can see colors when they hear music and all that kind of stuff, it's made me think like, wow, I need to just get my game up and just get good. But that doesn't really happen. I really do. This is one of the only times in my life when I've like been able to observe concretely all of these different moments where I have to perform and noticing that I'm getting better each time. It's like, I always knew that with just like anything, practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the better you get. But with singing especially, I really am feeling the improvement gradually. And every time I come back to it, I feel like I get just a little bit better. So it's very exciting for me because I think about like my plans for the future. I think about the fact that like, I don't plan to go anywhere, and I plan to be with Niji for the foreseeable future. I can only imagine, if I keep up this pace and I keep, here and there practicing every once in a while for, I don't know, 5-10 years, how good am I going to be by then? Like after that much practice, I think I'll probably be pretty good by that point. Evita, thank you for the Aku Super. I love singing those classic songs as well. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying my boomer playlists. I'm an old head. I'm getting on, and I really enjoy a lot of those older songs. There's a lot that I really enjoy about that older music, and there are times in my life when music like that was really significant. But I'm going to be working. I'm going to be cruising along and working hard at everything, and hopefully one day I get to a point where I can really like impress myself. What attracted you to karaoke so much? Well, it's an old story. When I first debuted in NIJISANJI, I made it clear on my debut. I was like, guys, I can't sing. Okay, I know lots of people here can sing. I cannot sing. I made it clear. I was like, I can't sing. I'm no good at singing. I can do a tiny little bit, but I can't sing. And then we were so successful early on, and when I hit 300k, people said, when you hit 522k, what are you going to do? Because that's a significant number. And I said, all right, fine, I'll do a karaoke. And then I did that karaoke stream as like okay, I guess it's the ultimate thing, like, that I never thought I would do, but I'll do it if we hit the goal. And then we did. And that karaoke, I mean, compared to how I am now, I was singing very poorly in that karaoke for like 9 out of 10 of those songs. Fly Me to the Moon was all right. But it's nice to look back on that and think like, wow, that was where I was at then, and this is where I'm at now. Like, I've grown a lot as a singer, and I will do the more I do it, But that's sort of what it was. It began there, and then I had more experience with singing when I did my 3D debut and when I did my first song cover in the end of 2022. And then, of course, Overture, big concert. I mean, if you can imagine me being on stage doing a solo in front of 7,000 people, it was just, man, that was a once in a lifetime. I hope it's not once in a lifetime. I would kill to do that again. Pei-chan, thank you for the Aku Super. Songs made the character feel so much more vivid and alive. I could almost picture Alice holding Chief's hand and swaying along with the music. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. One of my favorite Beatles songs. I'm kind of sad about Hey Jude because I love that song, but I definitely was a bit like kind of blindsided by how surprisingly difficult that was to sing. That's a song that I've sung while drunk with friends many times. But I didn't really notice that, like, when you're alone and when you're like not drunk, it's like, man, this song is actually hard for me. But just like with Last Christmas, I'm sure that's one that I'm going to come back to and try and do better in the future. Plus, it's difficult to know with all of the the duets at the end. Na 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 na. How do you know when to come in with the Judy, na 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 na. Tender Dream, thank you for the Aku Super. Loved hearing you sing Blue Monday. Blue Monday was one of the best songs ever made. Hope work goes well next week. Yeah, I'm going to be working very, very hard. I'm going to be, sticking to the straight and narrow, making sure I get all my stuff done. All necessary parts of stuff that need to happen for future projects way down the line, but hopefully it's something that I can eventually tell you guys about. Thank you for the Aku Super Tender Dream. Mwah. Thank you so much. Magnet, can we talk about how Sepico is actually really good at singing Blue Monday? I loved his singing voice. It's true, actually. I mean, To me, that was tricky. I mean, you could probably hear it. My voice is quite tired. Solomon singing that was very, I think my throat, I could feel it, like doing the gristle in his voice. How does it feel to treat me like you do when you've laid your hands upon me and told me who you are? Projecting with that gristle is very hard. I thought I was mistaken. I thought I heard your words. Tell me, how does it feel? You know, doing that, it's like, okay, I gotta talk to you guys. Because I've been very excited. I don't know when District V will come back. Although I saw a clip recently of Lucas saying that it'll be easier to bring it back because so much of the work the first time around was taking the different scripts and getting rid of any AI art or copyrighted stuff to make sure that it was clean. And you guys don't know how hard they worked. I mean, having such an important role on the server, I wish I could have been there to help more. Obviously, I was going through a difficult time in sort of the midst of that, but it was like crazy how hard him, Willie, and like all the mods and a load of other people were working to try and find copyright material and remove it from the scripts and remove all of the AI art and stuff like that. But now that they have done that, it means that we have a working server infrastructure with a load of scripts for the future. So if they do want to do another one, then, it's going to be a lot easier than it was the first time. And I am really, really interested in the idea of being a criminal next time. Where would there have been AI art? There was AI art all over the place. Literally, like, I went on the server and explored the police department that you guys saw, because originally there was actually a different police department there. The MRPD, the Mission Row PD that you see, was a script they downloaded, but all of the pictures on the wall, where there was the cops and stuff, there used to be AI art. So that's why there are so many pictures of the cops, and we logged on and took a load of pictures so that we could replace the AI art around there, which was which was good. So as long as we're not promoting it, I think that's good. And the nice part is that the MRPD itself is extremely well made. It's kind of an odd thing, because even if there's AI art inside of it, the actual art made to create the building itself is very impressive. So it's a strange thing. It's like, I don't approve of the use of AI art, and we certainly would never want to show it on stream. But there's definitely a lot of very real art there too. So I wouldn't want to clamp down on the people making scripts for the GTA mods, because like that's a niche thing. And apart from the AI art, it was very impressive stuff. But whatever. Anyway, what I was going to say is that I'm really keen on being a criminal. And the idea that I've had so far, I have thought so much about the way, like, even in character as Solomon, I couldn't help but do impressions of people sometimes, like do Dwemer, do all of these other people, and like do Stuart Smalls and all that. I want to play a character, whether he's the boss of I like the idea of being a mafia boss or being a gang leader and no one knows who he really is. I love the idea of playing a character who has a load of different personas and different IDs and stuff, who genuinely manages to trick people into not knowing the first thing about who he is, or even his own gang members, right? Even his own gang members. So like, the gang members come back and they see a certain persona, but there's one true face that he has that he only shows to himself. And otherwise, like, he's constantly, like, I love the idea of being a little bit tongue-in-cheek about it too. Like, we had that talk during the members ASMR this week about Tarushi, thank you very much for the super. During the members ASMR this week, we had a chat about like an interrogator character. I love the idea of like being a bit tongue-in-cheek and saying, "All right, everyone, I've called the interrogator. They'll be there. They'll be here soon. So please wait downstairs." And then I go upstairs, put on a new set of clothes, a mask, voice changer, and I come back down. And I'd be like, "So where is this one who's been causing you trouble?" and all of that, and then suddenly completely change my demeanor. And if and in RP, if I'm wearing a mask, so what my goal would be to trick someone into thinking I'm someone else without needing to use a mask. That's the trick, because Tim managed to do that. even though he did have a mask on, when Tim did a different voice, I actually kind of couldn't tell who it was, right? I was really inspired by that, and I want to try and do that and like give the character a load of different personas, because I know that you can get just sets of clothes. You can have clothes in your inventory. I love the idea of escaping from the cops by running around a corner, putting on new clothes, changing my walk style, and then like shuffling off like a local and being like, whoa, what the fuck? I saw this clip. It was crazy. This crazy clip of it was Hysteria, Nissan Beep Beep, who was just driving along in her car. And then there's this guy, this local NPC who has a voice line where he says, every time you get your period, we fight. And she gets out and beats the shit out of him. He's like, don't talk to women like that. So who knows? Maybe the way to blend in as a local is to say some really outrageous shit, which obviously I can't, but you know. It was pretty, it's pretty funny, you know. I think like becoming local Larry, I think would be pretty interesting. But what is the character's actual name going to be? Who knows? Who knows? I'm very, very keen on trying to do that sort of thing. You didn't even know that it was Gerard until the end. I mean, yep, there you go. There you go. There you go. That's how good he was. That's how good he was. Heartbreak. Listen, I have to see my wife and kids. They can search you for ID. I mean, even if the cops get my ID, you can get fake IDs. I could just not bring my ID anywhere. You know, I could just stash my ID. You know, maybe I won't get a weapon. Maybe I'll just wait until there's black market stuff to get a weapon and just play in the shadows for a while, you know, and treat my identity as my most valuable asset. Will there be a tragic backstory? Every character I've played, you know, a lot of the time I'm used to playing villains that are very tragic and unfortunate, who wind up in the position they're in because, you know, because of the poor circumstance and a lot of their own problems. I kind of like the idea of playing a real, unapologetic, like, absolute terrible, terrible person who, you know, almost kind of inspired by Lucas Santos, the idea of someone who is committing crime purely because he wants to, for the thrill. I mean, that is why a lot of serial killers do it, because when those psychopaths don't feel empathy. They only have the capacity to feel like dopamine and excitement, right? So they go that far and they don't experience any sort of remorse, so they would need the excitement of fleeing from the police. Playing a character who gets excited when he flees from the police or when he escapes, you know, maybe we leave like a calling card or something at the scene. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Imagine leaving a calling card that's like some item I stick on the floor and the police are like, hey, what's this? And it's like this really specific item. A pair of knickers. And I can only imagine the only fitting ending for that character would be him like getting shot by the police and then going like, and then just being like, no, this is all I've ever wanted. No, actually, the real best ending for him is if he's been all confident and like, I'm, you know, all of you are pawns dancing on the palm of my hand. The best ending for a character like that is to get shot and realize he's about to die and go, no, not like this. I don't want to, please. That's the most satisfying way for a character like that to die. So maybe, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, the best thing about RP is the way the character grows is always a mystery. It's like a little bit of yourself bleeds in, and then it starts guiding the character on where to go. So I think that's, you know, Scar from the Lion King. Oh, maybe he gets turned on by his own gang. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Oh yes, well, no, I was please, let's be civil here. Like Dr. Facilier. Oh, friends! Oh, I've got much more plans. Are you ready? I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. Are you ready? He gets turned on. Oh, yeah. Character with ASPD? Is that a different police department? Antisocial personality disorder. Oh, my mistake. My mistake. Probably yes. I mean, I don't want to think too hard about a specific thing that he has. I'd just like to think that he's a bastard. So yeah, that's definitely something that I'm very keen on, and something that I really want to do. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to playing a criminal next time. And who knows what will happen? Who knows where I'll go? Yeah, obviously after District V, a lot of rumblings about Minecraft again, a lot of rumblings about another VCraft installment, which would be great, which I would love. But we will have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. You know, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one, but Lily, thank you. And Freddie Mercury, don't you? And hey Jude. I have so many good memories from the time I heard them. Thank you for bringing back some happy memories. Love your music choices. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm really glad I could have done some nostalgic songs for you today. Take my time with the Minecraft IP. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Blah, 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 blah. Can't be having these angsty RPs every 4 months, dog. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I would like to. I would like to do these every 4 months or so. I think that's a pretty good time scale. I would like the opportunity to disappear into a brand new world as often as possible. Imagine if we could cast fuck off in GTA, Jesus Christ. I mean, that is the thing, right? The average power level in VCraft was vastly higher than in GTA. I mean, Vitruvius II could solo the entirety of Los Santos by himself. But I think that kind of grounded it a lot more. You know, no one had the power to just get a load of resources together and then just blow up everyone's shit and fly away. Because God knows, Mr. Toad would have done that if he had the chance. Yuki, thank you so much for the Akusupa. A few words as always, but no worries for you. Glad to see you again. Would V2 like Solomon? I think he would. I think if Vitruvius II watched District V, I think he would like Solomon, because they do have the same view of things. It's like, we need to keep order, we need rules, and we need structure, and all of that kind of stuff. He would also like Rokunana as well. Yes, I know. Faith, thank you for the super. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Faith, thank you for the super. And Sammy, thank you for the super. Me lovely. It'll be my third one with you. I want to thank you for always being my light in the dark. Becoming your kindred has been one of the greatest gifts. Aww. I'm really glad you think so. Thank you. I'm glad I could have been something positive for you. And you've been very positive for me too. It's lovely to see you. Oh, I'm a sleepy type of guy. You guys, you know what I've been doing? I got this little Lego capybara. And I told myself, okay, I'm building one. There's a lot of pieces on this thing. It's a kind of they're like smaller Lego pieces. There's a lot of pieces on it, and it's taken a while. And I told myself, okay, I'm going to do one layer on the bottom, and then I'm going to move on and go to bed. I built like 12 layers of that capybara. I was addicted to that Lego. That was great. That was a very addictive. I kind of want I don't know if we have perms to do it or not, but I would love to build Lego on stream. Lego's always been really fun. I feel like I've never really gotten too into Lego, but I feel like I'm the kind of person who would enjoy it. I don't know what that says about me, but I just feel like if I was to play with Lego, I'd probably have a lot of fun, you know? Misty, thank you for the shupa. Would it surprise you if I say I aspire to be a Mr. Toad like Kindred? If you aspire to be like Mr. Toad, I'm afraid I'm going to have to shoot you. Tarabana, thank you for the super. I love you too. Cerealia, thank you. Thank you for a wonderful week. Your song lists are always so good, and I've learned so many nice songs from your karaoke streams. Good luck with your work next week. Gonna miss you so much. Love you, love you, love you. Mwah. I love you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sabina Kari, thank you for the akusupa. Thank you for your amazing karaoke. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna keep working hard. It's gonna be a very busy week for me next week. So hopefully I can squeeze in a stream here and there. But even if I mean, I don't want to say even if not, because I will try and do like at least 2 or 3 next week, but we'll see what happens. And then after that, I really look forward to coming back and doing all kinds of fun creative streams. It's a surprising thing. But I'm excited to play Love in Deep Space again. It's a very weird thing. I think, you know what it is? I think that for me, my enjoyment of it, I think stems from almost living vicariously through the audience and being like, I can, like when I meet one of the boys, I'm like, oh, I can really tell why people like this guy. Okay, well, let's see what's going on with this. It's like, you know, it's like, you know, when you watch a love story in a movie, you watch a rom-com, even if you don't find the characters hot or anything like that, you can still like get invested in the story. And I think that's kind of how I'm approaching it. But that said, Zane is very beautiful, and I have a soft spot for Raphael so far. But we'll see what happens. I think those two are definitely my favorites at the moment. But obviously we haven't met Silas yet. We're yet to see how that's going to happen. I have no idea how I'm going to feel about that when it does happen, because I can already kind of tell from what I know about this guy is that in any real relationship, he and I would be completely incompatible. We would just collide like the unstoppable force and the immovable object and would completely cancel each other out and explode, you know. But maybe that will make for the best content possible. But then, of course, you know, I remember people saying about that whole Omegaverse fanfic, the 2 alphas. What was it called? Define the relationship. Who knows? Emotional support. Thank you very much for the super. Explode in what way? Well, you'll have to wait and see. Yukimi, thank you for the super. Yeah, I had a lot of fun this week. I had a lot of fun this week. I mean, so far, I like Zane because, I don't know, I think I might have said this on stream, but I think it's like I think it's a very, Zane is a breath of fresh air when you spend so much time with content creators who need to be very wacky in order to stand out. Zane is just a very ordinary man, who also happens to be very handsome, and I think that really does appeal to me in a big way. You know, it's like grounding. It brings you down to earth. I think he's great for that, and I really enjoyed like the dynamic between him and the main character, considering they already know each other. Like their dynamic makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. I don't know. It was very believable, very believable. Me, Fraser, thank you for the super. I'm not kidding. I had an angsty dream about Sepico and Alice on District V Day 12. A criminal in a black suit and a kitsune mask got her and caught you after chasing William. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's such a strange experience for me, especially to think about someone having a dream based on a character that I've come up with in a GTA server. It's really, really crazy. But then again, if you were watching a lot of it, then I'm sure that it would have gotten into your dream. I didn't have dreams about Solomon specifically, but I had dreams about doing police stuff. And I had dreams about doing police stuff and getting it wrong. Like, you're going to jail. And they'd be like, no, yes, that's wrong. That's what you shouldn't be. And I was like, oh, no, I'm sorry. Like, I was just worried about pissing people off. Jennifer, thank you for the super. How would Solomon react to Alice listening to today's music, the explicit version, even though she doesn't know what it means? Well, it's the same way that I mentioned that his, like, you know, one of his favorite films would be Airplane, and he just can't resist. Like, he lets her watch it. But obviously there are some scenes in Airplane that are very much adults only, and so I'd like to imagine that he's like, oh, okay, and he like very quickly grabs the remote and tries to skip over it and like covers her eyes and stuff. Like, it's like he loves the film so much. He's like, no, this is so funny. Oh, darling, this is so funny. Go on, watch this. Because there are a lot of jokes in there. There are a lot of jokes in there that are very universal and that kids would find really, really funny regardless. Especially in the scene with Staying Alive, where he's on the... It's supposed to be a parody of Grease, and he like takes off, he like unbuttons his blazer, spins it around his head and throws it away, like, does a pose, and then somebody from offstage throws it back and it just hits him in the face. Like, all of these great parody moments that I think are just funny, even if you don't know the context. As a kid probably wouldn't, you know. I doubt that she's seen Grease, but maybe she has. Saturday Night Fever, course, yeah, no. I mean, they're, oh god, yeah, no. It's a great sin as a guy who does like movies and the Bee Gees. I actually haven't seen Saturday Night Fever, but I have to change that. Jagnos, thank you for the super. 300 days since I met you, hoping to stay for much longer. Gonna get a long kiss. Thank you for the super. I had a blast. I'm really, really glad you had a blast today. It's good to see you again. Misty, thank you for the super. Your toes are far more pronounced in Allure than Silas. That would make the average person go absolutely sodden, so you got that going for you. Well, that's good. That's good. Watch along, maybe? Watch along might be an idea, potentially. Might be an idea, everybody. Might be an idea. Watching Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Yeah. Oh, I remember. I remember once going to a friend, the house of a friend of mine, and he's this guy's a dad. He's got 3 kids, and it was a bit of a, I can't really remember what the context was, but it was like it was a bit of a do. You know, people were getting together and we were having it's like a little kind of small family house party, and obviously I was invited as well, and we were just sat around, and then the kids go into the back room where there's a telly, and they go and they say, we want to watch this film, and I wasn't really listening, and he says, yeah, go on. So they're watching this film and they're losing their minds laughing. They're absolutely killing themselves laughing. And I'm like, what on earth are they watching? So I get up and I wander over and I'm like, what are you guys watching? And I see they're watching Monty Python's The Holy Grail. Bear in mind, these kids are like 7, 8, 9, whatever, you know. And I just, having seen the film before and I was like, oh, well, all right then. You know, again, I'm not a helicopter parent. It's, you know, if those kids can handle it, then whatever. I think Holy Grail is definitely milder in adult content when compared. It's more violent, but I think in terms, you know, there's definitely less lascivious content than in something like Life of Brian. Life of Brian's got a lot of adult stuff going on. Yeah, better than sticking them on the iPad, better than sticking on the YouTube Shorts. I mean, it's the, you know, there's a lot. I mean, Monty Python humor really does communicate well with kids. It's like, it's the intro for Holy Grail where the people making the credits get replaced with a moose suddenly. And then it just gives you like the seizure-inducing, like rapid fire colors. And then suddenly the bit, oh God, I remember the first time I watched Holy Grail. Cassette tape, right? Videotape, VHS. I'm like, all right, let's see what these guys have done. Stick it in, and I'm watching this by myself at home, beer in hand, and I'm already cracking up at the moose bit, and then I'm like, okay, here comes a horse. Here comes a horse. And I see, oh God, what's his name? What's the main guy from Monty Python called? The guy who's in, hang on, Monty Python. Who's the guy? Graham Chapman, that's it. When Graham Chapman comes over and there is no horse. Graham Chapman comes over and there is no horse, and behind him is his squire clapping a pair of coconuts together, and I was killing myself laughing. I was in stitches. I had to eject it. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I cannot do this. I needed to take a break. I don't know. Parody and you know, spoof on that level is just it's so brilliant to me, and I love seeing it. It's one of the reasons why I loved the new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. I thought that was so fun, and it really did bring back a lot of, even with some jokes that like were quite risky, like it really did bring back a lot of the fun about an old spoof, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very, very much. Soon to see the new Naked Gun. You should definitely check it out. It's not a very long film, but there's a lot of really good stuff. The Fergalicious bit is great. Blaze, thank you for the super. All the songs you picked for the set list brought so much nostalgia. It's like taking a walk down memory lane. Singing has honestly improved, and it always feels like a warm hug. You did amazing today. Oh, love you too, love you too. You know, if I do another karaoke soon, I would like to do, I think a British pub classics karaoke would be great. I'd love to do, you know, songs that come on in the radio while you're at the pub. I think that would be a nice one. In the theme of me teaching a lot of ESL, Kindred, all about English culture, I think that might be a really, really nice one to do. Do that while drinking. That's kind of a fun idea as well. Have I watched Little Britain? I have seen a bit of Little Britain. It's funny. Little Britain is one of those shows where it's like you're watching it and you're having a good time and it is really funny, and then there is like a cultural stereotype that shows up that is like the most poorly aged thing you've ever seen, but some of them are still a little bit funny, so you just kind of have to allow it for a second. Mr. Brightside will definitely be there. Yeah, really lovely. Thank you for the super. Talking about RP, did you hear about Wayne Radio and the Half-Life RP? They're so hilarious and scuffed. That sounds kind of interesting. Oh, you made a full English breakfast. Full Englishes are so good. Full English breakfast is the best. Oh. Misty, thank you for the Aku Super. Sweats from my eyes, my lord. I'm so sorry, but can you say Nika Nika Ni? Or you're like Solomon. Nika Nika Ni. Need it for law reasons. Okay, well, if it's for law reasons, then I guess I can do that for you. Weird British offbeat humor. That's my favorite thing. My favorite thing about British humor is that it's all about the absurd and the painful. It's funny. It's brilliant. Like The Office, the British version of The Office. Oh my god. It's horrible. It's brilliant. But Monty Python captures the absurd and the subtly sad in the best way. I mean, British humor is at its best when someone unequivocally loses everything. Like when something goes horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. If you watch Mr. Bean, like, Mr. Bean is funny because he's just being silly. But Mr. Bean is also funny because he absolutely ruins the lives of everyone around him. No matter what happens, the things he does, he really just trashes people's day without, like, no matter what. And it's like, sometimes when I watch Mr. Bean, I get a little bit sad. Sometimes British humor makes me a little bit sad. I'm like, oh my god. That was like this person's whole day. They were so looking forward to doing this one thing, and then Mr. Bean just fucked it all up big time. Thank you. Greatest living slapstick comedian? I would not actually disagree with you there. Rowan Atkinson is given his life to that kind of a character. Now obviously, you know, obviously in terms of all time, Jim Carrey is up there. I would say, for me, Jim Carrey and Rowan Atkinson are neck and neck. Jim Carrey might slightly have the edge in terms of slapstick, because Jim Carrey's got, like, the more... He's definitely done wackier stunts. I think Jim Carrey doing the stunts with, like, you know, his whole body is definitely a bit more crazy, but Rowan Atkinson, in a very British way, he's just the right amount of silly and stupid, yet he does the British thing of being very refined, you know? Jim Carrey is there. The all-time greatest slapstick actor, though, is Buster Keaton. And I will not take no for an answer. Buster Keaton risked his life on multiple occasions to do the bit. And that is slapstick comedy to an essence. Have you seen the shot of the front of a barn being blown off, an entire front of a building falling towards him, and he stands on an X where the window of the barn falls and it lands around him and he is completely unharmed? Any miscalculation with that, he would have been instantly killed. Have you seen the stunt where he's sat on the front of the train and he has to grab the beams from the train, or whatever they're called, the wooden slats from the train, and then he grabs one and throws it at another one and it bounces out of the way right before the train would have derailed going over it, you know? That level of determination, it's just at that time when filmmaking was such a new and novel art, pushing the envelope in the way that he did and risking his life while he did it. No, even if someone in this day and age is funnier, I would say that Buster Keaton absolutely has them beat. Although Laurel and Hardy as well were kings of the bit. There was a clip of Laurel and Hardy going around on social media recently. Sleepers, that's it. There's a clip of Laurel and Hardy going around social media of Hardy getting like blasted into the air, and like the way they would do the cuts and stuff, the way they did their stunts was so funny. Jialing, thank you so much for the super. That's okay. It's good to see you again. Glad I could make it to the karaoke. Thank you so much. Definitely watch the VODs next week. Oh, good. I hope you have a nice time watching the VODs. Koopa, thank you very much. Watched Liar Liar when I was 5, unedited. Thank you, Jim Carrey, for changing the course of my life. Yeah, I watched Liar Liar, I remember, and I quite enjoyed that film. It's the claw. You're afraid of the claw. Jagners, thank you. If you do another karaoke, can Mr. Blue Sky be an option? I love Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue Sky is one of my favorites. I definitely should have sung that. Mr. Blue, you did it right, but here soon comes Mr. Night, creeping over while his hand is on your shoulder. Never mind, I'll remember you this way. Hey there, Mr. Blue. We're so pleased to be with you. Aww. Wallflower, thank you. Why have all the flowers gone really spoke to me, for I grew up in a military family. Life brings rain, but flowers will bloom the next day. Yeah, I love that song a lot. It feels like... even though it's, you know, it's a very old song, it feels completely timeless to me. It's in the credits to Begonia, which is up for Best Picture at the Oscars tonight. So, you know, everybody. I mean, I don't know if Begonia should win Best Picture, but it was definitely a great film. I really, really enjoyed it. There's a lot of fantastic films in the running for Best Picture. So, Kota, thank you very much for the super. Love to hear you talk about your passion. Oh, thank you. Mwah. Of course I know about Oasis. God, I'm tired. It's been a long week. It has been a long old week. I don't know what it is. It's been a long week. It is timeless. No, that's it. Maybe one day we'll live in a world without war, and then the song will finally age. A good world and a just world will be one where people can no longer relate to where have all the flowers gone. And it'll at most be something that reminds you of a bygone time. And people will be sad looking back on how life used to be. But, that day is not today. Tomorrow is another day, and the job's not finished. Simple as that. Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the soldiers gone? Gone to graveyards, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Say, thank you for the super. Why did Chief Solomon make me cry again? Thanks for the tea party treat. Of course. I don't know. I just love to make emotional art, I think. Even in small ways, even if it's just a roleplay character on a GTA server, even if it's just a karaoke stream where I sing songs that other people have made. I like to bring about an emotional reaction. I like to make that I like to make it meaningful for people. I think that when I get emotional about art, it feels freeing and it feels cathartic. So I want to be able to do that in more ways. I like angst, I think that, laughter is the best medicine, and I think the comedy and just being goofy and silly and cozy all the time it can be great and it can be relaxing, but I really crave those experiences where something really fucking sticks with you, and for better or worse. Nana say thank you for the super. Thank you so much, you sweet thing. Really lovely, thank you. Still treasure my heart your version of Enjoy the Silence. Yeah, one of my favorites. I love that song. I love that song very much. It reminds. I remember I first discovered that song, like early into. It was during one of the off collabs. I discovered that song, and it really takes me back to that time. It was a very, very good time. God, I'm so tired. I just keep going like, whoa. It has been. I was about to start quoting Nelson Mandela. It has been a long walk to freedom. Why was I going to say that? I just remembered the quote from the trailer about that biopic that came out about his life, and suddenly I just remembered it was a brainworm of mine for a while. The way he said, "It has been a long walk to freedom." I remembered that, like, I thinking about that for a long time, and suddenly it has been, and it just came into my head. Who played the movie again? Oh, Idris Elba, really? Wow. I know. I was getting confused with Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman played him in Invictus. Started sleep talking while I was awake. I do that. I feel like I do that. Oh yes, guys. It's Mother's Day. At least it is in the UK. So, when I leave you, because I am tired and I need to rest up before I head out on this big work adventure tomorrow, I would like to impress upon you guys this Mother's Day, whether it's Mother's Day in your part of the world or not, spend some time with your mother. Even if you are not in contact, and I'm sure people have drama, whatever it is, I know there's someone in your life that feels like a mother to you. No matter what, whoever you're grateful for, who has taken care of you, who might have raised you, whether it's a mum if you can't see a mum, whether it's an auntie, whatever, go and spend time with them today. At the very least, give them a call and just say, how you doing? You know, if not your mother, maybe your grandmother. If not your grandmother, maybe your auntie. If not your auntie, a woman in your life that you appreciate and that you're grateful for. And I'm gonna be getting on the phone with Akuma later today and making sure that I chat to her for a decent while. Love-Cake, thank you for the super. I will get some rest. Oh, good, oh, good. I'm glad you had a nice chat with your mum. Have you guys seen... I've seen this video in a few tweets and it always makes me happy. It's this little character, I don't know his name, but he's a little yellow plushie with like a... It's a little yellow plushie with like a white or like a light colored mouth. And that song is in there. And he's got like little black button eyes, and there's a video with this Bjork song, and it's of him in various different landscapes with a big smile. And every time I watch that, I feel like so overcome with happiness. I just feel so like warm and loved. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like he's on a bridge, and then he's on a mountain, and then he's in a field, and then he's on the fence, and he's just got this big smile on, and he's just having a good time exploring. And I'm like, you know, that's what life is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about being a little guy who goes on a quest. Okay, I would retweet it, but the caption this person has added is very... people are going to see me retweet that and think that I'm saying that happened about me. The caption is, boyfriend bred me and said, let's go get something sweet at the store. Which, maybe I, you know, I don't want to get bread, so I don't know if I should retweet that, just given the content. I don't want to have to quote retweet it and say, okay guys, listen. Zally Raid, hello Zally. I'm talking about a little funny furry character. I was also probably going to end in a few minutes. Ha! Now I got somebody back. Now somebody else has raided me right as I'm about to end. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! La, 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 la. But thank you for the raid. Regardless, it's lovely to see you, Vezkits. Hope you've had a wonderful stream. Kindred, thank you. Faith, thank you for the super. I'll miss you next week. I hope I can make you proud. I'm sure you will. And I'll do my best to see you guys as often as I can. Cindy, thank you for the super. Ever since District V, I've been listening to Blue Monday to start my day. Yeah. I wish I could listen to your version every day. I always stay in my mind. Love you. I love you too. Yeah, it was really, really good. And did you know Blue Monday is the best-selling 12-inch single of all time? Yeah. Blue Monday is one of the best-selling vinyl records of all time. And it's just plain old one of the best songs ever made, I think. Those who came before me lived through their vocations. From the past on. Angelia, thank you for the akusupa. Back in high school choir, I sang so many of the songs you've been singing today. Every time I hear you sing, it takes me right back. Aww. I'm glad I could give you a little bit of nostalgia. I love you too, darling. And thank you for the akusupa. I'm sure I'll be very nostalgic for this time. It's funny, even though I'm still here, and I will be for a very long time, I get nostalgic about different eras, you know? I'm going to get nostalgic for District V, I already get nostalgic for V-Craft and Overture, and there are so many different eras in, you know, my time as in Niji, and I'm sure there will be many, many more. Tokito, thank you for the Aku Super. Thank you. Mwah. Otsu, thank you so much. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's lovely to see you again. A Sunny raid? That's 2 I was just about to end. Is this a conspiracy? Is this a conspiracy? I've been raiding so many people right as they're about to end, and now everybody's raiding me right as I'm about to end. Is that what it is? Is that what this is? Thank you, Sunny, for the raid. Thank you, Briskadettes, for coming in. We just had a karaoke stream. I sang Staying Alive by the Bee Gees in the original key because it was funny. And it was pretty good. Hello, guys. Welcome back. This is me, fucking Solomon Sepico. Sorry for shooting your Oshi Briskadettes during martial law. I think I was just getting a little carried away. But, you know, we hashed it out in character, so it was all good. Rox Asuka, thank you for the super. So happy to be able to catch this stream and the karaoke. I'm glad you were able to catch it too. We need 4 more raids for it to be even. Maybe. No. 2 raids is good. 2 raids is very fortunate. 2 raids is very fortunate. I gotta keep the stream going now. I gotta keep the stream running. Maybe I should go get that Lego capybara. Okay, I would go and get the Lego capybara, but there are so many pieces and they're all over my coffee table in my living room. So, if I had to take them all up, it would take ages. It would take bloody ages. I think it's okay. I think he should get locked. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Glad we agree. I'm all about the law, all about putting people away who've done wrong, right? Glad to know we agree. You and I can work together. We can make the streets safer again. Willow, thank you very super. Okay, the coolest PD. Yeah. That feels good. Remember when you need to turn on stream, but it's every time. Flip camera. That moment when you're trying to end stream and you get raided twice. Flip camera. Willow, thank you for the gifted as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's true. That's my favorite thing that people do with papes, but it also represents the difference. I mean, I love seeing you guys, what you do with your Vox Pape, because you'll take it like, this is me and Vox Pape on a plane. This is me and Vox Pape going to get dinner. This is me and Vox Pape going to the zoo. And then Briskadettes will be like, this is the Sunny Pape being left in a storm drain. Goodbye, motherfucker. This is the Sunny Pape, and I'm gonna drop him into a blazing inferno. This is a volcano. I'm dropping Sunny Briscoe into the inferno. Goodbye, bitch. Like, you know. Apples and oranges, I guess. Worried, thank you for the super. Stay safe out there. I will. I promise I'll stay safe. Thank you for the super. And Misa, thank you very much for the gift. Thank you for the gift, Misa. Ladies, thank you for the super. Lord, I just want to tell you that I asked my siblings to get a mipape as my stand-in for their Japanese vacation since I can't be with them. Oh, that's so funny. That's so cute. That's so cute. You've got to, if they give permission, you got to post some of those. But of course, obviously, you know, safety permitting. That's so hilarious, though. Wolflower, thank you very much for the super. I'd like to thank you for always reminding us to be kind no matter what. Solomon showed a lot of it during his work. No matter how tough life gets, we should express love wherever we go. That is true. That is true. Guys, remember, no matter what we do, job's not finished. So keep putting your art on your sleeve. People know who you are. And then we'll remember to burn the world down with love and rebuild it with love. Job's not finished, guys. 10:42. Well, not yet, but in a little bit, because I'm very tired. I'm very tired. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about this. The stream started, we delayed a bit so I could have my lunch. And then I do the whole Blue Monday intro, time the GTA loading screen to come back on. And then I start singing. And the stream is not live. And I'm looking in chat, I'm like, they don't seem to really care. I thought that was awful. I thought they would like that. And then I'd realize, oh shit, I've sung the entire first half of the song and nothing has been heard. Jesus Christ. Oh no. My Looney Tunes are live. Lace, thank you for the super. I've been posting the pics with their permission. Just don't tag them. Of course. Today they took him to a horse race. Hope you rest well. I will rest well. Thank you very much. I hope your friends are having a lovely, lovely time. You know what's been pissing me off recently? I've been trying to look at like older posts from my tags, you know, and this was especially when I was trying to find old art, because obviously I'm going to be chief of police, you know. I was thinking this before we did GTA. I wanted to get some old artwork of the Officer Akuma, like of the old ASMR characters. Because like I'm gonna be a cop, right? So that's perfect, right? There's already so much fan art out there. Twitter search function is fucking useless. Absolutely broken, non-functioning piece of shit. The amount of, like, all I'm doing is I just put in the tag with one word, and half the time it will say, there's nothing, mate. It doesn't exist. You're wrong. And then I say, okay. And it will just give you a random selection. It will just give you whichever post it feels like showing you, like about 12 of them, about 12 posts that you've already seen that are related to what you wanted. And then about 50 posts that are completely unrelated. 50 posts that are just randomly picked from all the far corners of Twitter. I put like hashtag #AkuReal like officer just to see if there was anything, and there was a bunch of good fan art, and then 50 tweets of like people congratulating their sons who have come back from the war and being like, oh, my beautiful boy is back home today. I'm like, well, I'm glad he made it, but I'm looking for art. You know, it took ages to find the one I wound up using in the loading screen. So it's just, yeah, it's a bloody nightmare. It's a bloody nightmare because, you know, it's like if I could go on Pinterest, but usually Pinterest stuff winds up there without being credited. So that's, you know, I need to be able to credit stuff. But yeah, I mean, hopefully that gets sorted out at some point. Hopefully the Emperor Commodus sort of thing that I was thinking about where, you know, Elon Musk is no longer the owner of Twitter, and then it just suddenly gets renamed back to Twitter. We act like nothing ever happened. I'm sure praying that happens one day. Okay, guys, I'm really tired and I need to spend some time chatting with me mum because it is Mother's Day. So I'm going to nip off now, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Hope you really enjoyed the karaoke. So a reminder, no schedule next week, but I will be on guerrilla mode and I will do streams whenever I get a moment to. We'll do some Zatsu, we'll do some random little bits and bobs next week, but look forward. Sabina Kari, thank you for the super. I love you too, and look forward to afterwards. After next week, I'll be back, and we've got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. Middle of next month, Leagues 6 for RuneScape, so a lot of long streams, solo streams. You know, you can come hang out with me. We'll play a lot of that. I just checked. Hang on. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. I looked at the YouTube page and the Sunny raid popped up, but it was behind the menu when I was trying to decide who to raid, so I thought someone else raided me right then. I was gonna be like, oh for God's sake. Snotaku, thank you very much for the super. Thank you so much. After that, there's gonna be a whole lot of good stuff to check out, so I will see you all very, very soon. Thanks for supporting me this week. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for supporting NIJISANJI Ian. Bestadis, thank you so much for the super. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your, a wonderful next week, and I will see you as soon as I can. Cheers to you all. And this is Solomon Sepico. One final time. Going 10:42. We did a good job, guys. The streets are clean. My daughter's happy. And you know what? I'm happy too. 10:42, guys. Job's finished.